Hey family, this is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa. We gonna wait to see how many people is gonna join us. You know, typically I like to wait to about 50 people, and then that number grows. But let's see where everybody's from as everybody begins to chime in. We have a special show today with a brother who left America that we like to just share with you all who wants to educate the brothers and sisters on the prosperity that awaits you here in Africa. He has found his peace, his love, his joy in this continent that we call Mother Africa. So before I get further into it right here, let's go ahead and hold off and wait. Peace, family. Those right here, I saw the United States of America watching from the USA. Okay, all right. And if everybody can go ahead and just share where are you at, we would definitely give you a shout out, and we would like to just to know who all we are reaching out to. Tonight is a very special night again, so this is something that where my brother will be able to see to all he has the possibility to connect with. Birmingham, England. All right, vegan vibes. All right, vegan vibes. Tonight is your night because brother gonna talk about veganism and some special herbs and all. Watching from Canada, Vancouver, Washington. All right, Tanya. Yeah, okay. We got 24 people in the house so far. Hello from the U.S. Agnic. I'm sorry, I might have mispronounced that. Love family, Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Aaron Hazel. Hey, peace and blessings to each and every one of you all here. Yeah, we got a brother here sitting ready and waiting. He's been waiting to hear his story so that he can empower uh, his people, our people. Shalom, shalom. So that, we can be equipped to be able to start a new life here in Mother Africa. From Florida, Deborah. Hello, peace and blessings to all of you all as you come in. We're sitting at 33. We'll wait till we get about 50, and then we will continue. For those who came in, please share where you are from and hit that like button because this is, likes is all about getting up to the recommendations for people to watch the video. The least amount of likes, then not many people will be able to see this message. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I try to do his best job that I can. Thanks, AY. I appreciate that. Detroit, Michigan is in the house. The newly awakened Michael Curry. Mike from Indianapolis, Indiana. Thank you. All right. We got Ruby from Florida. All right. So we're sitting at 38, still waiting on about 12 more to come on in. Hello from Connecticut. Rochelle. Hey, peace and blessings to you all. From Accra, okay, Solomon, Asari. All right, hey, peace and blessings. Okay, we're sitting at 41. Everybody hit that like button so we can get them recommendations for this video out. We're trying to share the wisdom and knowledge what our brother's going to share tonight. From Chicago, Mr. Candy Ghana. All right. Joe Biden's here. What do you say? All right, young. What's that? Young, gifted, and black. Okay. All right. Eye movement from London. All right. Cool. So we got a lot of diasporans from around, all around. We're sitting on 41, and we're sitting at 32 thumbs up. Give us some thumbs up on this information that y'all about to receive because I think it's very important. If it doesn't apply to you, then you can definitely share this video with people that those who have aspirations to possibly move to the continent, or those who might have a business idea about starting either gardening or farming. This is what this brother is going to share about something very powerful that you need to hear. All right, Sandra Perry, we thank you. Northwest Indiana, Daniel, excuse me, from London. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. All right. And we're going to continue on, you all. Hey, those who just came in, please share where you're from so we can give you a shout out. All right, African Pride from London. All right, we got the MIA. Either that's Miami or Missing in Action. I'm not sure. Might be mixing in action. My brother gonna say that tonight. Many of y'all are missing in action. Is that right, brother?
Absolutely.
Many of us missing in action here on the continent. We're sitting at 50. I'm going to give us another minute or so because we got this special guest tonight that if you haven't heard him before the other day, he just gave you just a taste of some of the wisdom and knowledge that he has. And so we just want to go ahead and just bring more of what he has to share for you. We have New York City in the house. Okay. All right. Who else we got? Miami in the house. Okay. All right. Okay. Anonymous, you came back. Okay. Clarify. Miami. All right. So we sitting at 49. Okay. So we're going to sit here for two more seconds, whatever. Grand Rising from Amsterdam. All right. Thank you, Wisdom. All right. Kwaku. All right, ATL is in the house. Charlotte Cloud. So you all get y'all pencils and your piece of paper ready. Brother's gonna share some information. All right, we got Abusha from Saudi Arabia. Get your pencils and your paper. Because the brother might have some information for you all to write down. Maybe give you some tips that maybe you want to think about and all that there. So hey, let's go ahead and think about that. Shalom. Yes. We got Florida in the house. All right. So we got 52 people in the house right here. All right. Without further ado, you all, I want to introduce to you all somebody who's very, to me, a very well-known man here in the Ghana area. He has done a tremendous job and is a huge influence on those who are repatriating back to Ghana. He also is well connected within the vegan or the farming community. He also has a farm that he deals with sustainable living. He also is involved and connected with those who can possibly help and assist with the dual citizenships for those who are seeking that. He has his hand in everything. Not only does he have his hand in the pots of the garden, but he has his hand in a lot of different pots here to bring awareness, bring the help and assistance from. So, David, I want to go ahead before we go forward with it, and go ahead and let you introduce yourself that you would like to share with the brothers and sisters out there. What would you like to, kind of share before we get this show rolling?
Okay, thank you, Brother Kofi. First of all, I'd like to give thanks and praises to the God of Africa, the God that has allowed me to return from the land of Babylon to the land of peace and prosperity, the land of the gods, and the land where we're destined to be gods and goddesses, and the land where we will walk hand in hand with the God of creation in this age. This age, as you know, it's already begun, and this is the time for us to continue to ascend. My name is David. Um, I am a dedicated servant of the people of Africa. I am a dedicated servant for liberation of Africa, and I will not stop until Africa is liberated. Um, our time has come to live, okay? It's time for us to stop dying, okay? And it has been written that we will stop dying. And what I mean about that is, it's time for us to rise and shine and get the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of our land. And our land is Africa. We must come and connect with Mother Eden. Africa is a name that the European gave, but the original name was Kemet, Eden, Kush. So it's time for us to reconnect to our land and to grow food and to grow ourselves. Um, One of the key things that I was able to accomplish was to get 50 acres and start growing food, uh, getting water, solar, to break away from Babylon's system. As the great Peter Ty said, the day the dollar died. And his song, such an inspiration to me, because I knew that the dollar would die. And as we can see now, the dollar's in the hospital in emergency care and is about to die, as Peter Ty said. It's important that we return home. And if we can't return home, assist those that are returning. And
Mm-hmm.
as our brother said, now the African governments are beginning to realize that they cannot do it without the brothers and sisters in the diaspora. So they're beginning to give the citizenship our birthright. So we are committed to making sure that um, those things are given, because as the former president of Ghana said when he gave citizenship to 33 of our brothers in 2016, he said, "That is your right. This is your right." He said, "I'm not giving you anything that doesn't belong to you." So Africa belongs to us. We don't belong to Africa. Africa belongs to us, and we belong to Africa also. Sleek eye. So it's important that we do that. it's also important that when we return to Africa, we must return to our God. Okay? See, I just didn't return back to Africa. I returned to my God through the help of my spiritual teachers who taught me the importance of reconnecting. And I'm not talking about religion because I just ran away from 3 or 4 different religions when I lived in America. We want to talk about uniting and building a great food empire in Africa. We grow moringa. We grow food that's going to help us to overcome cancers. We grow the neem trees. We harvest kelp from the sea to help us to overcome cancers. We must learn how to sustain ourselves, and we must learn to work together, and we must learn to love ourselves. Um, I have a book coming out end of this month called The Healing and Rejuvenating Herbs of Africa. You may want to get a copy of it because I've been researching these herbs, I've been growing them, and they work. Um, every week I take a bitter, okay? I have a bitter day. I call it my bitter better day, and it consists of neem, dandelion, bitter leaf. Um,
You have
uh,
to have one of those brothers over there.
Absolutely. We have
So
the neem here. We have the kelp. Um, we have the kelp. We have the neem. We have the moringa. We have the pawpaw. We have bitter herbs that is better for our immune system, and it helps us to overcome not only COVID-19, but it helps us to overcome death. We must learn and study how to live and break the cycles of dying. You know, my spiritual teacher, Ben Amin, wrote a book called Physical Immortality, Conquering Death. So to conquer something, you must what? Work. You know, we must break the belief that we got to die because that's not our DNA. You know, our DNA is to survive. Our DNA is to be gods and goddesses. So we
okay,
must return to the belief first that we can live forever,
okay.
and then we must connect with those that has done writings on that. So Kofi, there's so much to share, but
I know
the
you.
brothers
He's
and
got a
sisters
lot to
must
share, you
must
all.
come home.
Right, but everybody must come home. Let me start with this question
Black to
here.
Africa.
Yeah,
Thanks, Kofi.
yeah. Is that tell us about your organic farm? I mean, what's the name of it? And
Thank you.
yes,
Well, first of all, the farm was inspired by my spiritual teacher Ben Ami, who taught us the value of connecting with the land, the restoration village, which we have here in Ghana in the Volta region, and it's a dream of Ben Ami that we leave these cities and return to the land so that we can connect with the what he called love vegetables. Love is living organic energy vegetables and herbs and fruits. So we must connect to Mother Nature. So I was inspired since I was blessed to come to Africa as a youth, basically. And I'm still a youth because when you move to Africa, you become younger. You don't get old in Africa because when you're 90 and 100, you can go to the village and people are living 120, today 130, because they have not been contaminated. Okay, so I decided that I was going to, by any means necessary, get some land legally and to start growing food. So I uh, formed a corporation called HOE, H-O-E. HOE stand for Heaven on Earth.
heaven on earth.
So I actually, when I go to my land, I actually believe that I'm in heaven on earth. And we grow a lot of organic fruits, herbs, vegetables, trees like the moringa tree. We grow cashew nuts. We grow oranges, pawpaw, you name it. And we grow licorice. We grow stevia. So many things that we're growing. And of course, we've connected with a lot of the indigenous herbs. There's over 30,000 different foods that we can eat on this planet, and we eat less than 20. So we are basically malnourished and we are land illiterate. So we must learn the herbs that's here.
Yeah.
When I came from America, there was some America sickness that they had. I had consumed a lot of food with hormones, and so I had a small case of asthma about 30 years ago, and these herbs in Africa uprooted it uprooted it completely. So that's an affirmation that not only can you uproot asthma, you can uproot cancer, you can uproot death. We are gods and goddesses, so we must take it serious and overcome death. We can overcome the traps of America. We can
Okay.
overcome the traps of
Okay.
Europe. We can escape from Babylon.
Okay. Well, hey, definitely. That's a lot of wealth of information that you've shared with the people, and that I think it's important that we start to wake up and realize that the some of the health diseases that we suffer on a daily basis, especially for those who are either up in age or those who are even younger, they're saying today that we must take it serious to really look at those so-called herbs that actually were put on the shelves about 100 and something years ago when the pharmaceutical companies came in.
Right.
But let me ask you this, right? Because somebody asked the question number one, because we know that we know that you just mentioned
Right.
all the different things that you grow,
Right.
and they're organic.
Right.
Okay, so they're organic and all that right there. And let me say this to the people right here: if you could hold off on the questions, because we're giving the brother to share the information, and I don't want to interrupt him. So if you could hold off to the questions, I typically give about 30-minute spiel of who he is or she is and the background, so that then you can ask your questions. So please hold off onto the questions, because we just don't want to be bombarded with questions. He can't make his point. Okay, so our brother is talking about he's got 50 acres of a farm that you grow all kind of herbs and all that stuff right there. You have a business and all that right there, and your
Yes.
business is called.
Well, we have the whole organic, which is an organic farm. It's also a model because we intend to duplicate this throughout Ghana and Africa. We also believe in employing the youth. I'm really proud that we have youth that we're employing, and they're learning how to overcome city life, and they're learning to be healthy, and they're learning to value the land again. We have been taught to leave the villages and the exodus from the rural area to the cities.
Okay.
So in essence, we are growing Africa the way it should be, from the back to the village. As you say, black to Africa, we say return to nature. We return to the garden culture, as what my brother would say. So basically, we have a consultancy company where we assist brothers and sisters in terms of business opportunities. We assist brothers and sisters to connect with the right people that can get them dual citizenship. We have brothers and sisters, NGOs in place that can assist with those type of needs when you return. Africa is standing up again, and we have great brothers that's working in synergy, and sisters, to make that a reality in terms of a smooth landing in Africa.
Okay. So, all right. So I want to get to this point, which a lot of people are going to be very, very interested in, because I hear the question all the time. How did you get started? And is it possible for people to come here and get started if a business like yourself? Are there a lot of red tape, bureaucracy that they have to jump through the hoops in getting a business started? I mean, how was your experience? And should a person come here with that, knowing that is it possible to have a business and start it off smoothly than what we would find over in the Western world?
Well, I was blessed to have a father that was an entrepreneur in the southeastern United States, and he couldn't read or write, but he employed 20 people, and I was one of the 20 people that he would employ. I would say that as we return to Africa, we return to our Creator, we return to our right mind again, because we have been Europeanized, okay? So once we reconnect with our true self, and we become um, gods and goddesses, and then we can speak those words, and they will become a reality. You see, there's a Hebrew phrase that says abracadabra, but that's not magic. That's a Hebrew sentence. Abra is abracadabra. I create as I speak, okay? I need dabra. Dabra is words, speak, and you create also. So abracadabra, I speak as I speak. Literally, I speak like words come to reality as I speak them.
Yeah.
So that's a Hebrew phrase. So we have to speak into reality. So when I came to Africa, that was a song that I love, McFadden and Whitehead, Ain't No Stopping Us Now. That's became my affirmation, and that's my war song, So nothing can stop me because in the beginning we was created. When you break the word Adam down, it means unlimited, universal. That's the first man. When you read where it said Adam and Eve, well, Adam, Aleph, Dam, and Mem, that's universal, unlimited. So in essence, we are created in the image of the Most High, and we are unlimited, and we can do anything if we believe. Whatever we can believe, we can achieve. So I believe that I could do anything in Africa because I was held back in America. Okay.
So please share with us that. What are the possibilities? Was it hard for you to start your business? I know you talked about your spiritual mental mindset that
Right.
you could do anything and be, and all that there.
Right.
So here in Ghana,
Right.
what is it? Please share with the people,
Right.
is it challenging to start a farm, a gardening, to start a business, selling product and all that here in Ghana?
Well, to me, I had challenges, but we overcame them. First of all, I saw opportunities. I wrote a book 20 years ago called Top 50 Business Opportunities in Africa. And in this book, I outlined some of the business opportunities that was available. Farming was one, recording studios, movies was one, organic herbs, videos, okay, was one. So in essence, I wrote books. I was making money, selling my books. Uh, Started selling clothes. My family and I, we started a family clothing business. Started exporting because everybody have to wear clothes. So we went to the basics: food, clothing, and shelter. So with the clothing, we was able to make monies to build, and then you have to use your money wisely. You see, so you can make a lot of money, but if you don't use it wisely, you will end up not having. So we invested, so I say to anyone, invest in land in Africa. That's what I did. We built houses, and we bought more land, ocean properties, farmland, and we built on the farm. I love the land, so I chose to live on the land, so that was a priority to me. And as time goes on, land increase in value, okay? You see, there's a proverb: don't wait to buy land and wait. Okay,
Okay,
buy
okay.
land and wait. So in essence, every tree you plant on that land, avocado trees are growing on our land now. So every tree can produce 200 avocados. So all of that is part of the prosperity. But basically, uh, you want to have the righteousness of the Creator and our character on our side, so that we can be truly prosperous. Because there's an ancient Egyptian proverb that says, "Stolen goods on the ocean will never make it to shore safely." So I want to make sure that we give you some keys to that I was taught to survive, and that is um, living as clean as possible and doing good, honest work. So the opportunities are there, Kofi. There are many.
Right.
They can get my book, Top 50 Business Opportunities in Africa.
Yeah.
Of course, now we have technology that exploded. When I first came to Africa, we couldn't make a phone call. We had to get in line to make a phone call. I had to wait an hour just to make a phone call, international call. We had to go to a center to make a call. Now we got computers. We got, there's young brothers here in Ghana right now that's making $15,000, $20,000, a month, just using this technology. Facebook, YouTube. Everything is instant communication now, so you can connect with 1 million people. So there's 1,000 ways to make millions. I wrote a poem. It says, we're not materialistic, we're realistic. See, we know we need monies, but you see, money don't make the man make money, the woman make money. So there's 1 million opportunities here. Africa needs everything anew. Remember now, we're going into a world that has never been created before. We are living a life that our ancestors dreamed of. Okay, Martin Luther King said we as a people will get to the promised land. So this is the promised land. We're creating heaven on earth. See, the Creator told us in the beginning, he said what? I give you dominion over the planet. Dominion is what? Responsibility.
Hey y'all. So he's I saw somebody wrote that, oh, he's going deep. It's not deep. it's really, I
I'm
mean,
going high. We're going high.
yeah,
We're not
yeah,
deep. We don't fall in love. We rise in love. So we don't go deep. We go up.
yeah. So this is a brother who has been here for 30 years in the continent, and he has done some great things where he has become even much more aware and conscious as his body became healthier, his spirit and mind became healthier.
Right.
And so when people say deep or what have you,
I,
in actuality, I mean, when you really check into some people and look at their diets, their lifestyles, their spirituality, this is where you're going to find a flourishing person because they have removed a lot of toxicity out of their mental and spiritual and physical capacities.
right.
So let me ask you this right here, David, brother David.
Yes.
Please share with us some of the healing herbs
Oh,
that
great.
you have,
Great.
and
Great.
which y'all have here. Okay,
Great. Well, my favorite is the bitters. Okay.
the
The
bitters,
bitters.
things that are bitter.
Everything that's bitter is better. You
Okay,
see, we have been taught to love the sweets and avoid the bitters. Some of my children, I give them bitter, they frown, but I find ways to put it in their diet. The neem tree. This is a neem tree. In India, they call it the village pharmacy. Their ancient records state that it cures over 300 different diseases. Um, the pawpaw leaf, okay? The bitter pawpaw leaf get rid of worms. Uh, Back to the neem tree, it get rid of cancers. We got these cell phones, computers, and they're radiating cancers. We live in a very toxic world, so we must have the neem tree, very bitter, and they pull the poison out. When I travel throughout the world, I always carry three things with me. I carry the neem powder, charcoal, and cayenne pepper. Okay, um, but we have
please share with us why those three.
okay.
We already talked about the nim, but why the charcoal?
The charcoal pulls poison out of your system. If you sometimes travel, like I had to go to a certain African country by road, and they said I should take a shot, and they said I could not come into the country unless I took the shot. And I had to be at a place because we're soldiers also. We're fighting to liberate Africa, so we must go. We must be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. So I had to take the shot. But as soon as I got to my hotel in Abidjan, I just took a liter of water with the charcoal and I flushed all the poison out of my system. Incidentally, a good friend of mine went toward another part of Africa by road, and she took a shot and it almost killed her. And I saw her; she was looking like a toothpick, and it made me feel so bad because I knew that she needed to be detoxed from the poison. All these shots, you don't have to take the shots when you come to Africa. Um, there's ways to get things done without a shot.
Right.
Okay, you got Israeli spies traveling on other types of people on passports. You got CIA spies traveling all kinds of. They make their own records and they do their own health cards. So we
Yeah.
got to be smart and start making our own cards if necessary.
Okay, so that third thing you said nim, charcoal, and the other
The
third.
cayenne pepper.
Why cayenne
Well,
pepper?
cayenne pepper has the capacity to eliminate and to help people to overcome strokes and heart attacks. So if you're having a stroke or if you're having a heart attack, just give the cayenne pepper in the nose and mouth and just get it in the system, and it helps bring them back to life.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are many herbs. In my book coming out on the 27th of this month, Healing and Rejuvenating Herbs of Africa, we are going to, and they're in color too. You'll be able to see these herbs, and I take them. But the other bitters that I take also is the aloe vera. I take the bitter leaf, which I also believe makes you very intelligent, okay? Because the people in Cameroon and Nigeria, they eat a lot of the bitter leaf, and they are very intelligent. So certain herbs make you very intelligent, okay?
Okay.
So the bitter leaf, the soursop, which is also known to cure cancer, that one is very good. I take that along with the aloe vera, the neem tree. There's one called nunu. We take that one. So I have sometimes 7, 8. I blend them and drink them
Right.
every week so that I can live forever. Okay, I know it takes more than just herbs, but we have to realize that this body needs to be healed, and we got to love it. That's the commandment, love. Okay,
Okay.
so we have to love ourselves. And as one guy say, treat yourself like a Rolls Royce. So I
Yeah.
say, treat yourself like a god and goddesses.
Now I see that you know, malaria in certain parts of Africa is a serious deal when it comes to that.
Hmm.
You all have
Right.
herb that
Yes.
y'all use to go ahead and take care of that malaria. What is it?
Well, first of all, I always, it's a true story. Okay, I tell the true story. When I first came to
Hey,
Africa,
oh, somebody said on the thing that hey, when you get older, you talk a lot. So you know, my brother got a lot of stories. That's experience. When you
absolutely,
live a long time, you got a lot of stories. Yeah,
absolutely,
and I'm quite sure everybody would love to hear it.
absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, this is destiny. Okay, I didn't actually make this video. This video is just it's providence. Okay, and I'm here because I was chosen to be here to help those that desire to help. But back to malaria, you were talking about love for self. You see, love is one of the most powerful principles in the universe. I got malaria 4 years after I moved to Africa,
Okay,
okay?
okay.
And at the time that I got malaria, I was engaged to a beautiful woman,
Mm-hmm.
okay? I loved her,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And I was really knocked out with a serious case of malaria. And then she came over and she looked at me and she said, I got some herb for you, David. And, I was really feeling bad, but I loved her so much till I refused to die at that time because of love, okay?
Okay.
So I jumped up because I didn't want no other man hugging and kissing on her. I wanted to be the man that hugged and kissed her. So I got up that helped me to get up along with the herbs also. So love is a powerful principle. So
Okay.
find someone to love, but you can love in Africa because Africa has a lot of love to offer and you can easily get married here. Of course, this is the land of love.
Hot. What is it? Odd hot. Oh, hey, my brother.
Hmm.
We were talking about you yesterday. Eden,
Okay,
in Cape Coast area,
okay,
Elmina area.
great.
I'm sorry I mispronounced your name. You know what I'm talking about? Ahmad
Uh,
of Eden. He got the sustainable living YouTube channel guy.
okay.
Yeah. So he says greeting.
Amasiyahu, yeah,
Yeah,
Amasiyahu.
I'm sorry I
Yeah,
missed your name.
great.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
very
Yeah.
great, great
He
love,
want
my
to speak
brother.
out to you. Yeah, because
Hmm.
definitely brother's doing great things. Hey, okay, so hey, let's get to this right here because people are starting to ask some questions. We're 32 minutes
Okay,
in,
all right.
and do you have a website?
Yes, www.yesorganicfarms.net.
Okay, say that one more time.
www.yesorganicfarms.net. One word.
Oh,
YESORGANICFARMS.net.
okay, and somebody also asked the since we're on the questions and y'all got questions, you can go ahead and hit the questions. Uh, that where can they find your book?
It will be published here in Ghana,
Okay,
and then they can contact me at the website or my email, AfricaUp, AFRICAUP at yahoo.com.
okay,
Hmm.
okay.
And then I'll make sure that we send it anywhere in the world that they desire it to be sent.
Okay, all
Hmm.
right, okay. And so, what other questions that we have here in the chat here, folks? Because we got a brother here. There again, he was speaking a lot of knowledge about uh, the healing of herbs, and that he's been here in the continent for 30 years, and he left. Where you call left? You left what, Babylon
Yeah, I
or
left.
America?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I left. I left the land of the great captivity.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that he has been here. He's been doing great things. I'm turning this camera around right here just to give you just a little piece of. We're at his house right now, and that is in Kasawa. Kasawa is right outside Accra. This is not his 50 acres, so we just left his 50 acres where he has his uh, his farm and everything. But this right here is just a little taste what he does with potting various plants, and then if you can look out in the yard, you see the banana trees. You can see his garden and everything right here. And this is just small compared to what he has out there. But he's doing great things organically. He's doing great things for us people. I mean, this right here is the information right here of his the company that he has right there, and some of the products that he is sharing. And so we just want to just bring just another different taste of what's going on in Africa. That's what this channel is about, is that I want to just bring awareness to people to show you African Americans is doing it big here, or the people from the UK, or people from all around the diaspora. They're doing it big. I mean, successful. And so you should not be afraid. Do not be afraid to either come visit or decide to come for a spell of time that you might decide that it might be your home. Can you repeat your email again?
Yes, AfricaUp at yahoo.com. AFRICAUP at yahoo.com. Africa with a C.
Okay. Now, you have a phone number
Yes,
they can call?
okay, correct. 233 244 214 680.
Okay, that's a plus
Yes.
233.
Plus 233 244 214 680.
680. Okay. All right. And so if you all are really interested in some of the herbs and all that that are organic coming out of the motherland, definitely you can go ahead and reach out to our brother David, and he will definitely be able to get you your products that you need. And so you just keep him in mind and all that right there. Okay. If somebody I'm gonna ask some of these questions uh, until the other questions come out. If somebody has high blood pressure, what herb would you recommend for them to use?
Okay, well, first of all, we want to make sure that they, if they can, change their diet and get
Change
on
the
a
diet.
plant-based diet, okay?
Does no good to eat herbs if you ain't changing your diet.
Absolutely. And then the neem tree is very good. The dandelion, um, the body heals itself once you give it the organic food, okay? All right, you give it the organic plant-based diet, the body will heal. The body is alive, it's a living entity. So once you um, get on a plant-based diet, then things start to correct. Miracles happen. You see, we live in a world of miracles. The earth is turning around. We don't know how, um, but neem
Will help out with
down the line, yes, neem down the
with
line,
high blood
high
pressure.
blood pressure,
Okay.
the bitters that I just mentioned, the
Yeah.
pawpaw leaf,
Yeah.
the pawpaw leaf, the dandelion,
Yeah.
the licorice. Licorice is really good because it gets rid of the mucus. Mucus is also a major factor in diseases. So once you get rid of the blocks of the diseases, you clear your system, then the body heals itself. But
Yep.
definitely, neem is known to cure that.
So what David is what is the great herb for diabetes?
Uh, to beat diabetes, again, you have to
Change the diet.
change the diet. Okay, believe that you can defeat it. Um, Eliminate SAD, standard American diet. Get rid of that. Throw it out. Refuse to eat the devil's food. I call the Coca-Cola and all those things white sugar and all that American food, hormones, the Monsanto's scientific concoctions. I call it devil's food. So get rid of the devil's food and you won't have the devil's diseases because the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And as Malcolm X says, the Europeans, see, when he said the white man was the devil, it didn't mean that literally every white man, but the system is the devil, okay? The Roman system, okay? They just had an election in America, okay? You had what? They both was running, one lost, but whoever won, the system still lost. You see, the system lost because what? They still got the sad diet. So get rid of the diet and come over here and get these African herbs. Get in
Okay.
an environment that's going to heal you. So you got to. Dr. Sebi said it. He said, "Eat the food that is in your DNA." So the foods in your DNA is here. Okay.
Okay. So what is there a specific for like that cleanse the blood and stuff? The herb for diabetes.
Uh, yeah. For let's take the sisters. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, let's go on to the what we call in Ghana Sankofa. Sankofa is a principle that stands for return to get something from the past that is not bad. And one of the things from the past that the sisters took here is mahogany, and it builds a system and it gives them, it's like a tonic, okay? As you know, many sisters are dying from and suffering from breast cancer and other types of cancers. Well, let's go back and get some of this mahogany and build their system, okay? The mahogany,
That's a herb.
that's an herb, okay? It actually
Okay.
comes from a tree. That's
Does
what
that
the,
help it with fibrosis with a woman?
well,
Because somebody asked that question. Because people now are asking questions about the
yes,
herbs, so they
right,
weren't looking for a question
absolutely,
of
because
herbs. They
they
want to
are
know.
sick. People are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Okay.
Okay, so in essence, we have the herbs here in Africa that can cure most of the diseases if we catch it in time. Okay.
Okay.
So the key thing is we
Okay.
want to catch it in time. You want to, as my brother Kofi would say, black to Africa. You want to return to the African food. If you can't move to Africa, eat the food.
Okay. What about in an enlarged prostate? Is there any recommended herb, on that right there, enlarged prostate?
Certainly, we have the manpower. Okay.
Okay.
We got woman power. We got manpower. Herbs for men, reproductive system,
Yeah.
and women reproductive system.
Okay. Now,
So
folks.
we have the manpower for that.
Okay. So, family. Now you have an email. Did we talk about your email?
I have an email.
You have an email. What
Yes.
is your email?
AfricaUp@yahoo.com. I've given
Okay,
you a
they
couple.
gave that a couple times.
Yes.
That email. I'm sorry, yeah, because I was thinking of your
Right.
website. But yeah, you can hit him, ask your questions, and he can. Let me say this right here. Let me just say this right here. Okay, most people when they go and want to get answers. Okay, this is what we do now, y'all. Listen to this. We seek from a so-called spiritual healer or a brother like David, and then we run to the white man's store to go get the herb that you see on the shelf, which then it's not organic. You don't know what's in that product. It's not approved by the FDA, and then all of a sudden now you wondering why you still ain't healed. Here's a brother who was credible. I was sitting in his living room today, and an Italian man called him up. Am I lying?
You're right.
An Italian man wanted to get 50 what? How much?
50 kilos.
50 kilos of his moringa. What is
Yeah,
it?
moringa.
Your moringa.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if people reaching out for the country because they know that his reputation has spread across of the globe, and so they are reaching out to my brother. Why? Because he has a proven track record that his product that is on his land, and most of Africa don't have those pesticides and the germicides
Right.
and all those things that sprayed on it, and that's why a lot of people are taking interest to a continent like Africa because of these natural lands. I mean,
Right.
there's so much untapped land here in Africa.
Right.
I mean, that people make it seem like there's a lot of foreigners taking over the land. There's so much land out here; it's ridiculous. Untapped. I'm talking about it hasn't been, molested by, the waste and the nuclear waste and the
Right.
oil waste and all that there. That these lands that brother have are just untapped organic land. So, hey, if you want to go ahead and learn about herbs and all right there, do yourself a favor and please do your research, okay? Because we can't provide you all the answers. But the number one thing that our brother said right here, the number one thing that really is going to start your healing is changing your diet. Changing your diet is the number one thing, and I know it's very challenging for those, but you have to find a way because we are dying over there in America and in the black community. There again, we are suffering with high blood pressure, diabetes. With all the other things that we should not be because we're on a European diet. So, brother David, what other things do you have to share, if anything, before we go ahead and bring this to a close? But is there anything else that one should be aware of, or a motivation, words of wisdom that you want to share with the people, as far as their diet or even coming to the motherland?
Yeah, excellent. We're having a health festival. We've been doing health festivals in Ghana and in Liberia for the last 15 years. So we had one scheduled for this month in Liberia, Monrovia.
Okay.
But because of the COVID-19, we have to reschedule it for next November,
Okay.
2021. So we want to invite you to attend some of these health and wellness uh, uh, conference seminars where we have great speakers and we have organic farmers and a lot of good stuff
Yeah.
that the indigenous people have in Ghana and Liberia and other parts of Africa.
Yeah.
To invite them to come,
Yeah.
okay, and then we will assist them in identifying some of the herbs and some of the great healers that can assist them with some of the diseases that you were talking about. And also remember that the Western world itself have a monopoly over the food industry, and they are putting out these scientific concoction and devil foods, so it's almost impossible to be healthy living in the West. So you will have to make an exodus one way or the other either bring your food there or move here. But I would recommend that you move black to Africa, as my brother would say. And
Go
peace and
black to
blessing to
Africa.
you. I love you all. I'm thankful to the Creator that He's preserved me so that I can share this with you, because the enemy of life, death, tried to get me a few times back. I was shot at 3 or 4 times. I've escaped death, and I keep escaping so that I can have a story to tell. So in essence, but in Africa, I don't have the people shooting at me like they shot at me in America. So in essence, that's life after America. You can make it. The Creator will not let you down. And again, we're not here saying that you can't have. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about heaven on earth, and money can't buy that.
Money can't buy that. Okay, well, you all heard it, folks, and I appreciate each and every one of you all for coming in, and those who had did a super chat. I appreciate and love each and every one of you all as well. And those, please share and like this video so this can be get a higher recommendation as a video to watch, because we're just trying to spread the message. We're trying to share and bring awareness to our people, and so. I would just like to motivate and encourage you all. If you have not been to the motherland, begin to look at it. Look at doing a tour or just coming to visit, however which way you deem necessary. And so we just like to thank our brother David for sharing his wealth of information, and that if you all go ahead to his email, give us an email one more time.
AfricaUp@yahoo.com. AfricaUp@yahoo.com with the C, AFRICAUP at yahoo.com. Real easy.
Okay, and
Because we
so
want Africa to go up.
right.
Africa's been down, but together we can take Africa up. And the great Bob Marley said, Africa awaits its creator. So Africa's waiting on you. Africa cannot do it without you, brothers and sisters. So make that move and break those chains. Break those chains and return to heaven. Return to who you were created to be, gods and goddesses, and return to bliss.
Yeah, yeah. With that, family, this is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa.